Hello Aries, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane and we are going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Aries for the week of May 2nd. Now Aries, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Now, Aries, I do not offer personal readings, so if you get a message from someone, that is not me. That's someone impersonating me. Please do keep that in mind. Please do not get scammed. I also do exclusive content on my Instagram, so if that's your thing, definitely give me a follow there. But let's go ahead and see what we have going on here for you, Aries. All right. Now, if you watch my content regularly, but you've not yet hit the subscribe button, please do consider doing that. It really helps my channel grow in a big way. And so let's go ahead and get all of these in view. We'll put this deck up here, and we'll also take 3 Kipper cards to clarify as we go along. All right, I think that's looking just about good enough to me. All right, Aries, so I have to say, first 5 cards here, incredible. One of the better first 5 cards I've done for this week. I'm more than halfway through. And so there could be some really nice alignment here going on for you around work-life balance, and also, like, I would say work-life-love balance. Like, I feel like particularly if you are like a single Aries, you could certainly be finding somebody. This could even be someone that feels like almost like a perfect person for you. And you know, this has maybe come after you've spent a lot of time thinking about what you want, what your needs are in relationships and partnerships. If you're not here for relationships, there's a bit of balance here that's looking very healthy and very good for you in all areas of your life. Like if you're already in a partnership, you know, you may be finding more time to spend with each other, or you know, and that may look like you like being able to balance work challenges and life challenges a little bit better. But let's dive into this a little bit more here. So in your overall situation, in your current situation, you do have this Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune is a card of your destiny. And I definitely feel like this is looking good because you have this with the Six of Swords in the future. Six of Swords, we'll talk about some more, but Wheel of Fortune, Six of Swords is destiny energy. And you know, this card says that there could be some good luck, good fortune in your favor. And it does speak to change. The Wheel of Fortune, just you know, on the surface, says that there's inevitable change happening. The thing is, it's different than like the Tower or the Death card. It's more about like a change in your destiny, maybe a change in your path, and there's probably like some luck involved here. Now, the thing is, with the Wheel of Fortune, you do have to take advantage, because while the wheel is spinning in your direction now, it will not always be spinning in your direction. And so, you know, you could say that with the Wheel of Fortune, conditions are favorable, but you want to make sure that you take advantage while you can. Now, in the past, you have this 3 of Cups, 6 of Cups. That's happiness right here. I mean, this is, and not just like, this is like happiness with others, okay? This is happiness with your friends, with your family. You can see the 3 friends or the 3 sisters here dancing on the cups above. This represents joy. This represents celebration, ecstasy, right? Like, especially with others. And you can also see with this 3 of Cups here, this refers to your social circle, the people that the company that you keep in your life, and you know, really enjoying like a sisterhood, a brotherhood, you know, a nice family energy, whatever it is, and just good friendships, good vibes here. And this can kind of also tell you to like, hey, like, you know, it may be good for you to spend some time going out with some friends, or, you know, not telling you to get crazy and like party or anything, but I'm saying like, you know, you may want to take yourself out on a date, or, you know, call up that friend you haven't talked to in a long time to see if they want to go to your favorite, you know, restaurant or whatever. Like that's the type of energy here with this 3 of Cups. It's very good. You have that with the 6 of Cups, which is maybe somebody from the past, maybe a childhood friend or a lifelong friend or something like that. But the thing is, the 6 of Cups, I also feel like if you're here for relationships, the 6 of Cups, I feel like what you've been doing here is you've spent time figuring out what your needs are in relationships. Particularly if you are single, and like you figured out what your non-negotiables are, all of those sorts of things. The other thing is, the Six of Cups here, this person is like stopping to smell the roses. And, the thing about the Six of Cups is it's a really nice energy. It's a really nice reminder to stay in the now and to stay in the present moment. And, try not to spend too much time in the past, try not to spend too much time in the future, but what you have now could be very good. And so I think maybe some of you, as this is showing up in the past, I think some of you may have come to that realization. In the future, you have the Knight of Cups and the Six of Swords. Look, Knight of Cups is a very good card to find if you're here for relationships. This can be somebody that is dreamy, okay? Doesn't matter what gender they are. I don't attach gender to my cards. But this can be somebody that you really dream about, you maybe even fantasize about. You could say that they are your knight in shining armor type of energy, which is a little bit dramatic, but you know what I'm saying. Like, this is somebody that you are very, very interested in. And they could have those qualities about them, but it can also just refer to the event of meeting somebody or like taking something to the next level with somebody. And, this, I think for some of you, particularly if you're single, like I've said a few times now, this has come after you've gotten clear on what you want from a person. And perhaps after you've gotten clear, the universe is like, okay, we now know what your conditions are. Here is the person. Here's the person, right? You have that with the Six of Swords, which is a major transition in your life. This is sailing onto calmer shorelines, sailing on calmer waters. As you can see here, in the past, the waters have been choppy, but no more for you. And the Six of Swords is really a nice message of maybe even travel for some of you, but it's more about like undergoing a rite of passage in your life. For some of you, this is love, but for some of you, this is a life reading. Like, there's a change in the direction of your life, and could involve many things. Remember, at the beginning of this reading, I said there's nice balance here, and there is. It's like some of you are finding work-life balance. That word or that phrase keeps coming into my mind as well. So let's go ahead and move up the pyramid here and see if we can get more specific. So you have the Eight of Swords. Yeah, wow, yeah. You have the Two of Cups. You have the Sun, and you have the Ace of Pentacles. Really amazing balance here, okay, in this reading. But listen, I know not everybody loves love readings, and you know how I do my readings. It's just whatever comes in. I try to bring in love and romance, as well as career, finance, as well as life. This is kind of like very good energy for love. Okay, it's a very, very good energy for love with the Two of Cups, the Three of Cups, the Six of Cups, the Knight of Cups, okay, as well as perfect alignment. The Wheel of Fortune can be described as perfect alignment, and maybe even a happenstance connection. Like, you may have, I don't know, maybe you signed up for a yoga class and then you met them randomly in yoga, or you met them in the grocery store, or there was some type of like perfect alignment here that just sort of happened. The Two of Cups is my favorite love card to find in any reading. It's two souls linking up in this lifetime after having known each other in a previous lifetime. It is a deep connection to somebody, okay? Whatever label you want to use, or if you're not into labels, this may be your soulmate, or this may be whatever. Try to detach from the labels, or you don't have to. If you want to use the labels, use the labels. I detach a little bit from the labels, but the point being is, if you're into those, Two of Cups is that person, potentially. And if you're not into those, what is happening here is you have a really deep connection with this person, and you have a combination for me with the Six of Cups and the Two of Cups. This person is probably somebody that you knew in a past life, okay? Now, personally, I do believe in past lives. I do believe we meet people in this lifetime that we've known in past lifetimes. And Six of Cups can refer to your past life. Two of Cups, deep energetic connection. And you'll know that if that is the case for you. All right, moving on. So in the career situations, looks incredible because, by the way, I think some of you maybe had a little bit of fear with this Eight of Swords of maybe saying you're not ready to be in a partnership yet, but now you are. Okay, so in your career situations, wow. I mean, the Sun is the best card to find in the tarot. It is total happiness, joy, victory, success, abundance, and power. As you see, the planets here revolve around the Sun. It's also a card of truth, and it's almost like the word certainty is coming into my mind, where it's like some of you you can be certain that you've earned some type of career development, or you've earned this transition that you're making. You know, with the Ace of Pentacles influence here, this can see you potentially signing off on a new contract for work. Like you may have changed organizations, you may have changed jobs, and you can be certain that you've earned that. This can bring new money into your life in some ways, but it's more of like the formal parts of life, which is like, like signing off on things, like whether that's a home, or it's like, you buying a house, or getting a mortgage, or, getting a new apartment to rent, or even signing off on a new contract for work, or a new, it can be those types of things in your life, but this is around a transition, and there's been some luck, there's been some perfect alignment here for you. Let's go and see what else we have here. Okay, see, this is interesting. I don't read reversals. Coffin was reversed, but okay. Occupation, coffin, and thoughts. Big energy here for work, okay? There is something around, first of all, some of you have really been thinking about a person, okay, here. And you can see with that Knight of Cups, that can be somebody that you think a lot about. And so I definitely feel like for some of you, that's been heavy. Maybe just thinking about what your ideal person is, if you have not met this person yet. But you do have this Coffin card, which is an ending. And it's almost like this is a good ending. This is more, I don't know if ending is the right word. This is more about a transition away from what you used to do into something new. Okay, so the ending is what you used to do. The occupation, this is some type of new work situation, or new career situation, or new job, something along those lines that looks very, very good for that. New beginnings with the Ace of Pentacles, especially in material. Jobs come with money, right? And money comes with jobs, all of that sort of thing. And so it looks like for many of you, you're maybe finding something that's even just better. There is something with your thoughts here, with the Eight of Swords in the past. Like, I think some of you are realizing that if you want to find somebody, you can find somebody. If you want to change job, you can change job. And I also think some of you have been thinking about somebody. You also hear, let's move up the pyramid. So you have the Page of Swords, you have the Ace of Wands, and you have the High Priestess. Okay, passionate beginning between you and this person. Spark, there's a spark. Maybe you like to use the word twin flame. Maybe you like to use the word soulmate, divine counterpart. I'm not going to keep going on about that. I've already talked about that. If you're into it or you're not into it, it doesn't matter. This is a passionate union between you and another person with the Two of Cups and the Ace of Wands. Could be very fun, okay? I'm going to let your mind go to where that needs to go, but could be very fun between the two of you, that's for sure. The Ace of Wands is typically more about, for me, it can be a really passionate union, which I think it is in this case. In a new beginning. But double aces, by the way, in the tarot, always a good sign. Always a good sign of new beginnings and happiness and good things coming into your life. But the Ace of Wands, this can also see you like turning one of your passions into a profit, or turning a hobby that you have into like a side hustle or money. A very good situation for that as well. I just feel like this is more about passion between you and another person here. Or you're like getting fired up about this new career opportunity that you have. Yeah, the Page of Swords energy here with the Eight of Swords, it's like some of you have had to work through self-limiting beliefs in these areas, whether it's job or it's love, and I think you've successfully done that. The High Priestess is somebody who's a way shower. It's somebody who's extremely intuitive, and this is a major message of you trusting your gut about a person or an opportunity, and realizing that you can be certain that you've earned this, and knowing this. I feel like in this case, the High Priestess is saying no. The word no is coming in, K-N-O-W, know that this is the right thing for you. Moving up, so you have the Four of Wands, and you have the Six of Pentacles. Okay, so long-term potential between you and this person. Four of Wands is a major card of marriage. And just stability in partnerships. It's a very, very good card for relationships. Definitely could be long-term. And I feel like you know that. You have the Six of Pentacles here as well. Some of you are getting either a job raise or a higher paying job. Six of Pentacles can see money coming in. You can see that there's inflow, outflow here. And there's also financial karma with the scales. Scales represent karma in the tarot. But there's inflow, outflow happening. You've given a lot to your chosen field. You've become disciplined in your field, and as a result, you are now receiving because of that. is what I feel like is happening. At the top of the pyramid, we do have the Five of Swords. That's interesting. So, after all of this, it's like for some of you here, remember we had this coffin, this ending. Some of you have realized that you had to give something up to get something else. You had to let go of the old way of operating in order to receive, whether this is in this career situation or this relationship situation. There was something here in the swords areas that you had to look at and you had to analyze, and there was something like you had to drop from your life. And this may just be as simple as like, okay, this means I have to leave my colleagues to take on a better opportunity, or I really like my colleagues, but I also really want to advance my career, or I want something that pays more. I'm going to have to let go of these people, unfortunately. Something like that. You also, on the bottom, you have the Tower, which is a blessing in disguise. Okay, Tower is major blessing energy because this person had no way of coming out of the Tower until the Tower event happened. And so I feel like some of you have had revelations, upheavals, and just know that 2 cards never make a reading. You have an extremely positive message here that is full of hope and luck and optimism and good things coming into your life. So thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe. Really appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next reading.